I ate a clock yesterday.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, it was very time consuming. Welcome to Get Lost. Get Lost on air. How was that?
Welcome back, everyone.
Welcome back to a fine day in sunny Suffolk. Or Manchester, if you're up that way.
Miserable Manchester.
Miserable Manchester. Is it miserable over there? It's well sunny over here.
It's just not so bad. It's not so bad. I'm exaggerating.
Can't complain.
The weather's actually been quite nice. It's been quite nice.
Good. So I want to start off by talking about a BuzzFeed article that I saw, because we all know how informative BuzzFeed articles are.
Oh, mate, I don't even read like literary papers or anything written by a scholar. I just BuzzFeed authors.
Yeah, because what would be the point in reading anything factual when you can read what I read on BuzzFeed? The article was called, "Can you identify these Harry Potter characters without their eyebrows?" Right? I was crying at this fucking BuzzFeed page.
Surely you can.
It is
the easiest
That's
thing.
why I was laughing so much. It was just a picture of Dumbledore with no eyebrows, and it just said, "Who is this character?" And it had 4 choices, and all 4 choices were completely different. It was like Dumbledore, Hermione, fucking Dobby, or and I was
or Hagrid,
or Hagrid. Yeah, I was like, wow. If you can't get 10 out of 10 on that, I will fucking. Oh my god, it made me.
I do feel
cry.
like that with BuzzFeed. I do feel like that.
Yeah.
Sometimes when I see their articles, I feel like they're mocking me.
Exactly. They just want to test how brain dead they can make you. It is the stupidest shit.
It makes keeping the Kardashians look like a educational documentary.
It does, doesn't it? It's like watching that is like watching fucking David Attenborough compared to BuzzFeed articles.
It kind of is like watching David Attenborough.
It's a bit
in a way. You know what I mean? Seeing these animals in the wild, getting stressed the fuck out, fighting.
That's true, to be fair.
Trying to get their dinner at the end of the day. You know?
Yeah, they're all very animalistic, the old Kardashians.
They do. They are. They do. They are.
They do.
Oh, I wish you kind of got that up, but that would have been a fun little game to play, mate.
It would have, but I've said it now, so I've spoiled it. Sorry.
Told me the answer is fucking Dumbledore.
It's Dumbledore, but it's so funny. It's like got Hermione with no eyebrows, and it's like it does. Removing the eyebrows doesn't really change the face that much.
Like, can you imagine your mates like shave their eyebrows off? You're like, who the fuck?
Do I know you? You look vaguely familiar.
It's me. No,
Hagrid.
Doesn't ring any bells. Doesn't ring any bells. Mum? Is that you, Mum? I thought I just saw you in the kitchen. I'm confused.
To be fair, though, actually, when girls draw their eyebrows on, it does change their look completely, doesn't it?
Or when you see a girl without her glasses off for the first time.
Yeah, it's like the classic Disney Channel movie. The girl takes the glasses off and becomes really pretty somehow.
In real life, they just look like they got tiny ass eyes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Got these beady little eyes. It's like shit. Like, gee, can you even see with those? Like, no wonder you're blind.
It's so true.
I'd need glasses with eyes like those. But,
I need glasses to be able to see your eyes. They're so small.
Oh, it's crazy. It's such a like impediment to living. That's what I always think of, like, blind people.
What?
You know? Like
what did that word mean? What did I tell you about using big words? Dumb it down.
I'm not supposed to do it. It's an obstacle, basically. It's such a big obstacle to living that, like, it just gets kind of brushed over. Like, thank God we got glasses. You know, like, before glasses.
Yeah.
Imagine, like, I don't know when glasses were invented. Fuck, no, to be honest. But, like, People just didn't see.
Yeah, people just
They just didn't see. That was it.
so long, wouldn't it? You just can't
Like,
see.
you just like slowly can't see. Like you're like what, like 20 years in, and you just, like your entire vision just starts to go, and there's just nothing that can. Oh my god!
Yeah,
can you imagine? You'd suck at poker. You
You'd
couldn't
suck
read.
you'd suck at
Like-
seeing. You'd suck at everything. It must be so long. Yeah, thank God for glasses. I'm glad I've got good eyesight, to be honest. That's just one thing
Yeah.
that I don't have to worry about is eyesight.
I've got the eyes of a hawk.
Yeah. Hawk eyes.
That's why they call me a Hawkeye.
Yeah, there we are. No, but you are right. Like, I worry. For some reason, I've got in my head that we're going to have an apocalypse at some point. And I think this pandemic was the closest we'll ever actually get to one. But
Yeah.
I think, like, God, what if we get to the point where all normal life is completely gone and changed, and like you never, like, there's no opticians ever again, and I worry that I'm just never going to be able to see. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. No, I don't. It's like, let me get it straight. It's like, you consider this quite likely.
I think there will be an apocalypse.
What does an apocalypse to you looks like? Not having any opticians. Is that it?
The optician
It's like-
apocalypse of the 2010s.
It's as soon as Specsaver's balance sheet goes a bit off, Clark's like, no,
They're coming.
there's an apocalypse. It's finally happened. The preachers were right.
That's not what I meant. I mean, in general, an apocalypse is going to happen, I think. And, well, probably not now, because I think we've managed to get past the apocalypse that was going to happen in our lifetimes, which was COVID.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah, I don't know how there would be an apocalypse. Like,
well, just the point where something absolutely fucks the human race to the point where, like, we can't move on from it. Do you know what I mean?
yeah, like, that would take a lot.
But would it? Because I think we got fairly close. We didn't get that close, but like a bit. Right, what am I trying to say here? If the economy gets fucked up and like shuts down, then we'd lose all the luxuries, right? And then it is a
You'd
case
switch to
of
something else, though. That's it. You'd switch to something else. Like, as long as there's people, there's demand. And we'll have... That's the thing with Bitcoin now as well. If we lost electricity, then we'd be screwed. But if we've got Bitcoin, we've always got money now.
But what I mean is, if say this virus had wiped out way more people than, like, if it wiped out over half the population, say, right?
Yeah.
It would take a lot, but if it had done that, then there's no way that the rest of the people on the planet, I don't think, could keep the Earth going the way it was. So then things would just slowly die out. Do you know what I mean? And humans would have to go right back to basics, like making our own bread with a fucking, and you know, like
with the bread machine.
with a bread. No, we'd have to go right back to like the basic shit. We might not have electricity because half the population would be dead, which would mean that most of them would probably, or most of the people who run the electricity plants would be dead.
Bro, if half the population died, we'd still have 3 billion people.
Yeah, but that's spread out over the entire world, isn't it? And
We'd still have 30 million in the country.
okay, but the people who are running the, like if everyone died who run the electricity plants, then none of us would know what the fuck we're doing. How the hell would we run any of it? And then we just lose electricity.
That's a good point, man.
And then we'd be fucked. And then everything else would slowly die because there's no electricity.
You'd have to learn. Like, you'd have to learn to use electricity, you know? To
Yeah.
Like, look at like YouTube tutorials and that shit.
Yeah, but you can't. How
Somebody's
are you
probably
going to
read
get
a
on?
book.
How are you going to get on YouTube if you've got no electricity?
Shit.
So you're fucked. And then, but at what point do we realise, oh shit, this is a genuine problem? We need to train people to, or get people to learn how to work the electricity plants.
Yeah.
And by the time they're actually ready to and fully know what they're doing, then surely then it'd be too late and we'd be absolutely fucked.
Yeah. I don't know, mate. I feel like humans are made to adapt. Like, if we're really pushed to it.
Yeah, but we'd adapt but we'd have to go straight back to basics, and then there wouldn't be any opticians.
That's when the real problems begin.
All comes full circle, and you go blind, you're fucked. You lose your eyesight in that world, you're absolutely fucked.
I don't even know what to do, man. You'd have to just like break a bit of glass out your window, wouldn't you? And sellotape it to your eyebrows. That's the only real solution.
I'm sure that is exactly what opticians do.
Is it that's what glasses are, really, aren't they? Like, in a way.
Yeah, what are glasses? Like, what the lens bit that magnifies shit? How do you make that? Because it's not just a pane of glass.
No, it's like curved. It's curved glass, which is what makes it like either microscopic or microscopic, I guess. Like you get like concave lenses and you get like convex lenses, and all that depends on whether you're short-sighted or long-sighted.
Yes, there's so many things that I just don't understand how they work or what they are. Like, what the fuck is a mirror?
yeah.
And what colour is a mirror? I always assume that it's silver, but it's not, is it? It just reflects whatever colour is in front of it.
Always assume it's silver.
Yeah. Mate, have we smoked? What is going on?
Oh man, I saw this advert the other day, which felt like quite apocalyptic.
Okay.
It was like,
was it the Evian water one with the babies roller skating? That was my favourite advert when we were kids.
that was actually pretty dope. They got like sunglasses and shit.
Yeah, it was fucking sick.
No, it was Hasbro actually.
Ooh.
They did an advert, and they're doing like game sessions for like Teams and Zoom.
Right.
So there's a whole advert being like, "Oh, you can work with your team and play Monopoly together online." And I was like, "How have we got to the point where we're just playing Monopoly online?"
It is strange how the world's completely changed, and like it's just the norm to be inside all the time.
Yeah, and just to be on your computer for like 12 hours a day.
Yeah, it's weird, isn't it?
Like, can you imagine like a couple of years ago, someone went to you and like, yeah, Monopoly's actually going to be online in a bit, and everyone's going to play online. Just trust me.
Yeah. And that will be the highlight of your week as well. It would be playing Monopoly online with your friends because you can't do anything else. You'd be like, get the fuck out.
Forget Fortnite. Honestly, this Monopoly thing is going to change. Can you imagine you start getting like Monopoly lobbies and they just get really aggressive?
Like the Xbox 360 lobbies. Everyone starts fucking... all the racist comments come out then.
Yeah. Why wouldn't you trade Paul Moore with me? You fucking retard. I just tried your mother. Oh my days. The black kid lands in jail and everyone's like, oh well, there we go. Yeah. There we go. You just see it coming.
Starts being so mean.
So you get like prestige levels and shit. You get like level 40, you unlock the thimble.
What a great idea, isn't it?
Yeah, that should be like Call of Duty, just Monopoly. That'd be amazing.
The Xbox lobbies were insane. Everyone was so mean on them, and I loved it. It was so funny.
Brutal.
It was so funny. You can't do that now. Everyone, you'd be reported and blocked and everything if you started screaming at people like that.
But it's just like like an extension of guys ripping each other. Like if you took most guy groups, right?
Yeah.
And you exposed the contents of their conversation to the general public.
Yeah. I don't care who you are. You're going to be saying some risky shit in that group chat. Or
at some point,
Yeah.
definitely, almost every male in the country has been like with a few tight friends and said some horrific stuff.
Definitely. I think everyone has. And it's like, I saw a tweet that said, how the hell has a generation who grew up watching South Park and Family Guy become so offended by everything? And I was like, that is so true, because those two shows were fucking brutal.
They were, but there's no boundaries.
No.
There's no boundaries. Like, how the hell, like, the creators of like Family Guy haven't gone to prison?
I know, or like no one's even
let alone
attempted.
be cancelled. Like,
yeah, no one's even attempted to cancel them. I don't think.
Mark Wahlberg, he should be cancelled.
Why?
Is he the one that fucking? It was not. Is it him?
Mark Wahlberg? What's he done wrong?
Didn't he do Family Guy?
No, it's Seth MacFarlane, isn't it? Google
Seth
it.
MacFarlane. I am giving it a quick gig.
Stick it on the Googs.
Seth MacFarlane. Yeah, that's him. That's
Mark Wahlberg. Let's cancel him while we're here.
Might as well. Mark Wahlberg's with Ted though, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm getting confused. Right.
Yeah, he's on Ted.
I assumed like Ted and Family Guy was made by the same dudes.
I think it is.
Oh, there we go.
Or it's,
Full circle.
He's definitely voiced by Seth MacFarlane, because he uses the same Peter Griffin voice for the bear.
Is this Mark? Wait, not Marvel. It's Seth MacFarlane, Peter Griffin.
Yeah, he does a lot of the voices. I think he's Peter Griffin. He does most of the fucking Family Guy voices.
Yeah. I recently saw a clip going around of someone doing the Asian accent on, I think it was South Park.
Yeah,
There's some Asian character. I don't watch enough South Park to know the name of the character, but like, it's just this white guy next to a microphone, like squinting his eyes like this, pretending to do like an Asian accent. That's what it is.
Oh dear.
But when you put it in like a cartoon character, it's like, oh, that's just an Asian little character.
Yeah.
When you see like this guy doing this Asian,
So why'd you have to squint the eyes? That's
so
no one can
unnecessary.
see you. You don't need to do that, mate. So, you've asked a question. Are you embarrassed to be British? What is this all about? I want to know.
Because I saw someone talking about. I think people feel like this. Some people are intimidated by people who have the England flag hanging off their window.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like those houses you walk past, and there's just an England flag just draping down there.
I hate the English flag.
You hate the English flag. There you go.
I hate the English flag.
What, because of the design, or because you are like ashamed of it?
I think I like the Union Jack, but I hate the English flag. Just the red on the white one. Yeah. I think it's because I've grown up just seeing it as being so chavvy. Like, that flag is plastered everywhere by chavs.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I do know what you mean. Like it's always the lad who catches fish.
It's the people who have it, like, tattooed on their bicep. Like, what are you doing?
The same guys. But like, I don't know if there's anything inherently wrong with those guys.
No, there's not. And do you know what? I'm so proud to be British. I fucking love the fact that we're British. Yeah. Although I would like the energy of an American, and for everyone to have the American energy. But I love everything British, like food. Our mate Matt said to me the other day, he was like, "You eat the most British food out of anyone that I've ever met," because I fucking love a pie and I love roast dinners and I like everything British. Guinness, yeah, I suppose Irish, but still. And I just, yeah, I don't know. I'm so proud of everything British. Yeah. Well, not everything British. This is something I'm not proud of.
Are you proud of the Empire? Yeah.
But it's like,
disgusting.
Whenever I see a British actor in like Hollywood, I get really like happy for him. I'm like, fuck yeah,
absolutely.
We'll talk about British things. Like, I was watching the Idris Elba Hot Ones episode, and that bloke is just so cool anyway.
He's classy.
But
He's classy.
it's nice just hearing him talk about Britain. I just love it.
Same with it. I get that with Ed Sheeran and Tom Hiddleston. To be honest, you know, those two, like, you just see them talking with their British accents, like they're unapologetically got this British accent in this American scene, and you can see all the Americans just kind of like goggling at them, like whoa, like some sort of alien. It's like a white guy going to Africa, like.
It's great. I love it. Yeah, they stand out, and when people find out that they're British, so say if they say like you do an American accent, like Tom Holland in Spider-Man.
Yeah,
people are like,
is he British?
Yeah. Oh, people are like, whoa, he's British, and and I'm proud. I'm happy that we've got fucking people from our little tiny country making it in Hollywood.
Is he British in the films? In the Spider-Man films?
No.
He puts an American accent for him.
Mm-hmm.
Why is Spider-Man American? What's up with that?
Did you not know that? He's from New York. You're not going to catch him. Of course he is. You're going to catch him swinging around the fields of Suffolk. There's not really much to hang off over.
Just be a monkey, wouldn't he? Like, he'd just be swinging from tree to tree like that'd be all there is. It'd be Monkey Man, not Spider-Man.
You sounded really pissed off then. You're like, why's Spider-Man American? What the fuck?
These fucking Yanks.
Stole everything from us.
It's crazy because we actually birthed America in a lot of ways. I say that, like, Americans aren't really Americans, are they? Like, they came over from Europe. I mean, they're Europeans, really.
I suppose, but then you could say that about everyone. Like, aren't all humans from the same area?
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Right, if you go back far enough.
Yeah. Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. Everyone just adapted differently. Like, that's the only difference between you and like people from other countries, isn't it? It's like how your body's adapted to the climate. That's the only physical difference.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Why do you get... Oh no, I'm not going to go into that.
All right, the second question I had was, you get to have lunch with one person from the past. Mm-hmm. Who would it be, and why?
Are they dead or alive?
Either, I guess.
Okay. That's difficult. I don't know. I mean, I would say Michael Jackson because that would be a cool story to tell, but I think he'd just creep me out. I don't think I'd be able to have a conversation with him.
Yeah.
Someone that I could really
like,
have
hee after every bite. He'd be like, come on, man. His nibbles in his sandwich.
Yeah, I just wouldn't be able to have a conversation with him at all. I'd want someone that I could genuinely just talk to for ages.
Yeah.
Miriam Margolyes, that woman. She's not dead, but I love her. She plays Professor Sprout, but she's like in a bunch of other shit. And all of her Graham Norton interviews are the funniest things I've ever seen. She just doesn't give a fuck.
She plays the Brussels sprout, did you say?
Professor Sprout. But I might have said Brussels sprout. I'm not sure. I was talking so fast, so I probably did say it.
Right. Because I swear I heard Brussels sprout.
I think I probably did say it. I'm going to be honest.
The Brussels sprout from Harry Potter.
I definitely did, didn't I? Oh, I don't know.
I don't know, mate. You might not have done. You might can't be sure. So yeah, you'd talk to the Brussels sprout from Harry Potter.
I'd love to have dinner with her. She'd be so funny. Or who else? Who would you go for? It would be interesting to sit with Hitler, to be honest. See what he's all about.
Yeah. Like, could he convince you to hate the Jews? That would be interesting.
It would.
I'd say no, but like, he seemed to manage to do it for like millions of people.
Yeah. If you could have 5 dinner guests, or go to the pub with 5 people, dead, alive, celebrity. Well, I'm not going to say not celebrity because that'd be boring as fuck. You just go, my mate Dave.
My dad.
Take the lads. So,
probably just me and the boys, you know.
Yeah. So celebrities. Who would you take? 5 of them.
Kanye.
Oh,
Hands down.
yeah, I knew that.
Yeah.
Easy.
Julius Caesar, number 2. Just because I feel like those two together would be funny as fuck.
Yeah, you got to choose people who would work well together, not just.
Lady Gaga, number 3.
Oh, she's fit.
Glad to hear her dogs have returned to her.
What?
Which is, her dogs, her dog walker got shot and someone nicked her dogs.
What the fuck, really?
Yeah.
Oh, blimey.
Yeah, but they've managed to return the dogs now.
Good.
Yeah. But yeah, she'd definitely be on the lineup.
They found a Glock strapped to the dog. It was a nightmare.
It was actually another dog.
The dog was the shooter all along. Whoa.
It was actually just a drive-by from another team of dogs. It's like the Crips and the Bloods of the dog world. just some gang shit that needed settling.
Yeah. Roof.
So yeah, Lady Gaga, Kanye West, Julius Caesar, Buddha. Because he'd just be good for the vibes.
Yeah, he'd keep everyone zen.
I don't know. So the fifth one would probably be Jordan Peterson.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, I thought that'd be a great lunch.
That is, yeah. Wait, is Buddha was Buddha a real person? Like, because there's the debate whether Jesus actually was about.
No, the Buddha was about.
Buddha was about.
Yeah, just no one claimed that he had these miracles. You know, that's kind of what makes him a lot more realistic. It was called, a bloke called Siddhartha Gautama.
Why?
And he, there's a whole story behind the Buddha, but
It was someone who sat under a tree or something, didn't they?
yeah, that was it. He was actually like a king's son, and the king was just trying to hide him from the world.
Why are all Buddhas shown as being fat then? Because he starved himself, didn't he?
That's the reason behind that. There's actually that fat Buddha is one of the enlightened beings. That Buddha is not the same person as Gautama, Siddhartha Gautama. Siddhartha Gautama is like the OG Buddha, but like when they become enlightened enough, they come into like Buddhahood.
Buddhahood.
It's like a rapper, don't it?
Buddhahood.
Buddhahood and the
Please
Jesus.
welcome to the stage, Buddhahood.
Oi. Yeah, the story behind that is there was a man who wished to follow the Buddha on the path to enlightenment, but he was a really good looking bloke. He was a bit of a ladies' man, so he couldn't get past the temptation of women. So in order to achieve enlightenment, he needed to be able to focus fully on himself and not be distracted by his temptations.
Right.
And so the temptations were women for that particular bloke.
Understandable.
So in order to get rid of this problem, he got really fat. He just ate loads of food, and so he was unattractive to women. So therefore, it wasn't becoming so much of an issue for him.
Whoa.
And that is why there is a fat Buddha. And then he was able to attain enlightenment.
Can you imagine being so good looking that you have to get fat to fend off the women? That'd be insane. Wouldn't that be so good?
That's what I'm going to say if I ever get fat. I'll tell you that.
Yeah. I was getting too many bitches.
They were distracting me too much, so I had to get fat. Just a nightmare.
That's great. So, what do you make of this Mr. Potato Head thing that's going on? Explain to the lovely listeners.
Okay, so the company that makes the Mr. Potatoes, you know, the ones with the screw-in eyes, screw-in lips. You make his face out of a potato.
Yeah, you know the ones. He's on Toy Story.
Everybody's seen this shit. So
it's Hasbro.
Is it Hasbro?
Hasbro / Play School.
Oh, there we go.
There we go.
So, what was I saying? Yeah, so they got rid of the pronoun Mr. So
yes,
the company itself was, I mean, this brand of toy, the little potato head things were called Mr. Potato Head, but they're no longer called Mr. Potato Head. It's just like potato or something like that. But there are still like the Mr. and Mrs. Potato, I think.
I'm having a quick look.
Yeah.
well, the Wikipedia page has now been changed to Potato Head, previously known as Mr. Potato Head.
Yeah. Yeah.
I've seen it. A lot of people are angry about it.
Yeah.
And then a lot of people are saying to the angry people, why are you angry? It's a potato. Potatoes don't have genders anyway. But
wait, hold up.
But then why were you
Potatoes
angry?
don't have genders.
Yeah, exactly. But then if it's just a potato and it doesn't matter, then why did it get changed?
That's a good point.
Because then you just turn the argument on its head then, and it's like, well, what was the point in changing it if it's just a potato and doesn't matter?
That's what kind of seems a bit ridiculous, doesn't it? It's like...
The thing is as well, Mr. Potato Head is a character.
Who is offended?
I don't know.
Who is offended by Mr. Potato?
It's weird, isn't
Like,
it?
Should we change all misters to just blank?
I'm so
when you're older, you're
confused
going to
by
be
it.
like, well, you already are Mr. Clark.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
When you're older. Like we're not in our mid-20s.
so that was a sad insight to my,
When you're
to my
grown
mind
up.
there, wasn't it? Yeah, so like, how are you going to just drop Mr.? Like, it just seems a bit odd.
It does.
And
'Cause,
it's kind of like they've gone, look at us.
yeah.
I mean, like, look how progressive we are. We've dropped the Mr. and Mr. Potato.
Yeah, and I'm seeing a lot of people like, we didn't even ask for this. Like a lot of trans people are like, we didn't ask for this. Why have you done this? It just makes us look bad. But yeah, because Mr. Potato Head is a character and Mrs. Potato Head is a character. Why? That's not just changing the gender of a toy. It's like an entire character. That'd be like just swapping out Bob the Builder for a different woman. For like, or just.
Or Brenda the Builder.
Yeah. Changing it to Brenda.
Brenda the non-binary builder.
Yeah, it would just be pointless. Like, if you want a non-binary builder, then do a different one.
Yeah, exactly. Why have we got to turn all the original stuff into...
Yeah, because there are still men and women about. It's not like everyone now is non-binary.
Do you like, you know, are there trans people out there that feel like they aren't represented correctly by potatoes?
And if so, then make a separate one. I don't understand.
You can make it, why not just make a trans
Add another
potato
one
line?
to the family.
You could do that. You could just have like the non-binary potato. That would actually be a more interesting toy as well, because you could choose all the characters of Mrs. Potato and all the characteristics of Mr. Potato.
Yeah.
And use them on the same potato.
You've got no limitations.
Like that's wizardry. That's a beautiful marketing opening for you. But instead, you've just removed the Mr.
Yeah. And it's
You
it's pointless.
It's crazy. It's crazy.
Also, Mr. Potato Head looks different to what I thought he did. Because I picture him from Toy Story, but I think they changed his look for Toy Story to make him... Yeah, they must have done.
I've never actually had a potato head, I don't think.
No, neither have I, but I'm looking at it now, and yeah, he's not as cool as he is in Toy Story.
He was pretty dope. Like, does he still have like the top hat and the moustache and everything?
He does, but it's weird. It's weird proportions on his face. I don't like it. It's freaking me out.
It's just like Sonic with the small eyes.
Oh my god! Don't even talk to me about that.
Oh god.
Yeah.
It's crazy. It's crazy.
So, carrying on from our stoner thoughts from earlier.
Yeah.
Because we just might as well make this the episode where we get all of our stupid brain dead shit out of the way.
These are actually like interesting thoughts.
They are. So what
I can't lie. It's more interesting than like most of the shit. So.
Yeah, it's true. So what I tweeted the other day that you didn't see is,
Yeah.
and I was thinking about it while I was doing a workout, and I don't know why. At what point does a stool become a bench? Or a bench become a stool? So you've got like a long wooden bench, right? And you can have a stool in the same style as that wooden bench. How short does the bench have to be for it to become a stool? Or how long does the stool have to be for it to become a bench?
I'd say once it's one person, it's a stool. And then it's like if you get two people on, it's I don't know, two people's actually a pretty small bench.
Yeah. But it's quite a large stool.
Would you call it a double stool? Because like for me, stool makes me think singular.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
you draw
yeah.
up a stool for someone. You wouldn't draw up a stool for a group of people.
Yeah, true. But then one person can sit on a bench.
Yeah, that doesn't mean that stools aren't singular, though.
No. Oh, I don't... but at what point? How many... Is there like a set inch thing?
This is exactly like the
People
question I
come
had
in-
earlier with the cat lady. How many cats does it take for a woman to become a crazy cat lady?
I think above 3.
Above 3. You think 4 cats?
3, yeah. 4 cats is pushing it.
4 cats, you're getting weird looks from the neighbours.
Yeah, 4 cats is like, okay, I think calm down. You don't need that many cats.
If you live in a farm or like in the wilderness, not the wilderness, but like the sticks.
In
You know
the
what I mean? Like,
sticks.
it's not in the wild, like, just, like riding around like Tarzan.
Your cats
you
are
know?
actually lions.
This is Bobo.
Yeah, no, I know what you mean. If you've got like a big house out in the countryside, because
Yeah,
cats,
you
you
get
don't
way
really
more
notice
cats.
having cats, do you?
No, because the cats kind of live outside as well.
Yeah,
They're
they
just
pop in and
about.
out. But if it's
I remember,
one,
like, we used to have cats, and then they'd like have babies, and then you just end up with like, we just ended up with like 8 cats.
Yeah, I remember going around your house and there's just a fuckload of kittens running around.
I don't think we
Where
even
did
saw
they
it
come
coming. We just worked out one day. We're like, wow, that cat looks really fat. And like, oh, okay, she's prego.
Yeah. No, yeah.
Next thing you know, there's just 8 cats on the farm, and it's like, okay, this is far too many cats.
We don't need. We're pushing it. We're heading to crazy cat lady.
Literally.
I think it
Then like
depends
the
on the
cat to
setting.
person ratio was starting to increase, and
Yeah, once you're outnumbered.
yeah, well, there's more cats than humans, and you've got a family, then I think you've got a problem.
Yeah.
It's crazy because some of the cats, 3 of them were like, they were brought up inside, but the 5 kittens weren't. So they were just like
They were just
wild
rogue
cats.
motherfuckers.
Yeah, and they just like wouldn't come near you and start like hissing at you and shit. So like their mum would be just like lovely and you could pet her, and then the rest of them would be like on there like with their hackles going up. And
Scatty. Right, so I saw a TikTok again that is it was one guy said to the other guy, it sounds like I'm setting up for a joke, but I'm not. If you had to fight, if you had different waves of 7-year-olds coming to fight you,
yeah,
and each wave an additional 7-year-old comes and joins the fight, right? So on wave 1 there's just one 7-year-old you got to knock out. Round 2 there's 2, right? And it goes up like that, but every 5th wave you have to fight just one 10-year-old, like a little mini boss battle, right?
it's kind of zombies.
Yeah. How many waves do you think you could win?
Like I like wave 10. Is there like 2 10-year-olds?
Yeah.
Because I think I'd start to have a problem at 4 10-year-olds. I think 4 10-year-olds.
But
don't know,
by
actually. I
4
don't think I
10-year-olds, how many?
7-year-olds is that?
That's
like
20.
no.
That's wave 20. So how
16,
many
yeah.
7?
It's 16.
That's a lot of 7-year-olds you got to knock out. And if they're all coming at once, it depends on their tactic. If they go one by one, then you could probably do it.
Yeah, but all at the same time. 16 7-year-olds. No, I could. Because once you hit the first 7-year-old, the rest get scared.
No, but they're not. That's the thing. They're ruthless 7-year-olds.
They've had a bit of fruit shoot beforehand, have they?
Yeah, they're going nuts. They've had their Skittles and their fucking line of sherbet, and they're going.
You'd have to take the really scatty ones out first.
Yeah, because you could one punch a 7-year-old and get rid of that fucker.
Yeah, absolutely.
But after 16 punches to the fucking head of all these little 7-year-olds, some of them might take 1 or 2 more punches.
But how much damage could a 7-year-old realistically inflict on you?
It depends if you've got a group of 7-year-olds like trying to smother you, like, you're gonna struggle.
But they can't they're like waist high.
Yeah, but I don't know if you've ever like actually wrestled with a kid. They're quite strong.
It's not hard though.
No, but you do get tired.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah,
but then
when
again,
I'm wrestling a kid, I'm not aiming to knock it out.
Yeah, if you aim
Like,
to knock it out, you could do it quickly, couldn't you?
I reckon round. I'm gonna be optimistic. I take 30. I think round 30.
To be fair, you could say any number. We're never going to be able to test this.
It'd actually be quite good fun to test this.
It would, but you can't do it without killing 7-year-olds. So I don't know if we'll ever be able to do it.
7-year-olds, yeah.
No.
Like,
but 30, yeah, I don't know. I reckon I'd go 25.
By round 30, you've got, what, six 10-year-olds on you. That's a challenge.
But how
the difference between 7 and 10 is quite big.
Really? 3 years? Is that much of a difference?
I think there's a lot that goes on there. Like, you think about primary school, middle school. Middle school is when... Actually, no, 10 is still primary, isn't it?
It's year 4.
Yeah. Yeah, so that is still primary school. Yeah, they grow so fast, don't they, for the first, like...
To be fair, though, yeah, 7-year-olds are quite small.
7-year-olds are pretty small. And that's why I reckon I could take on, 24 7-year-olds. I think that would be my limit.
Yeah, I think I'd get fucked up by them.
Because if you go for like a sweeping kick, you could like take a few out.
But the thing is, kids are ruthless. They don't know when they're hurting you. So if they're actually allowed to hurt you, they do anything.
Yeah, their main weapon of attack would definitely be to bite.
Or pinch, because kids love to pinch for some fucking weird reason.
They do, yeah. Getting pinched sucks.
It does. We used to pinch each other on the back of the arm in science. You used to lean, and you'd get like big bruises on the back of your arm where you'd pinch each other. It's horrible.
I used to hate getting pinched. Not as much as I hate getting tickled. I can't stand getting tickled.
I can imagine
I hate getting tickled so much. It's like I'd rather get punched in the face than tickled for like a minute straight. Like
really?
Yeah.
I used to wee. I don't know if I've told this story on the podcast, but my dad used to tickle me to the point where I'd piss my pants. And there was a time when he was like chasing me to tickle me. And I was like, I just didn't want to piss my pants because I'd just put new trousers on. So I ran through the living room and he went to tickle me and I just pulled my trousers down because I was like, I'm not weeing on these. And I still weed on the carpet. So.
I love how your dad saw you do that. Was still like, yeah, we're
gonna fuck this kid up.
Let's go.
It's so funny.
Oh, no prisoners, bro.
So I just weed on his carpet instead. It's funny. Oh my god. So, is it now time for the questions game?
It looks like it might be, mate.
Do you know what? Considering we had no talking points before we sat down and went on this call, I think we've done quite well.
No, yeah, we've talked about some retarded things today.
It's been great. Sure. I've really enjoyed this one. I've enjoyed it as well. Enjoyed it a lot. Right, so questions game.
Okay. It's a date.
What?
But you're actually family.
Oh dear.
But you don't know. I'm inspired by this from, I think it happened on some dating show. It was like they had the same surname and the same ancestry. They were like some Jamaican surname. And they were like, "Oh, is your great grandmother from this part of Jamaica?" And she was like, "Yeah."
Oh my god! Imagine.
And they were imagine like, "Oh no!"
Did you hear the story about the two? This is sorry. We're supposed to be ending it, but there was two brothers.
Yeah.
Who were separated at birth, and then they were both gay, and they met, and then they got together, and then they find out that they're actually separated, then they're actually brothers. For one, what are the chances of that ever happening?
How couldn't you tell?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, if someone looks suspiciously like me, my first instinct would be, firstly, not to get with them.
Well, I don't know, I'm pretty fit. You
check their background as well. No?
Is it wrong to fancy someone who looks like you? Because surely you aim to make yourself look what you would want to see. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. No, yeah. I get what you mean. It's like in the old days where they used to literally just inbreed to keep, the family blood pure, so you haven't got to mix your like genetics and DNA with someone who's going to ruin the family bloodline.
Well, anyway, we need to end this. We need to end this. We're going to a weird place now. Right, so who do you want to be and who do I want to be?
Okay, I'll be the bloke. You can be the girl.
And I'm your sister.
We're going that related, are we?
Yeah.
We're going direct, okay.
What are you doing, step bro?
Right. So how you doing?
Do I look like I'm having fun?
What GCSEs did you get?
Didn't we take the same GCSEs?
Yeah, but what grades did you get?
What do you think I got?
Don't you look quite stupid?
Don't we look similar?
Is that your nose?
Who else's nose would it be? I'm not Mr. Potato.
Is that Is that not my mother's nose?
Where would I have got your mother's nose?
Do you know my mother?
What's her name?
What's your mother's name?
Didn't I ask you first?
Who organised this date?
Who's paying?
Didn't you say you weren't going to pay?
Why would I say that?
I haven't got my card. Should we run?
How quick are you?
Probably this. Oh no. Fair play.
Okay, well, thanks for listening. Use the hashtag #GetLostOnAir, and make sure you just go ahead and get lost.